disappointing and miserable, and right back to where I started. I don't even know where to start. Okay, so maybe I'm gonna start letting you know where I am and what we've been going through, and then there's a question I want to ask you guys. I really want your honest opinions about some stuff. So let's just get to it. Okay, so this year has been incredibly difficult and challenging when it comes to the economy and our business. David and I have been under huge amounts of stress, and it has not been easy. Okay, so we have decided to downsize from a 4-bedroom home to a 2-bedroom condo. And we are lucky enough to be on the golf course. It's really nice, but it's still like a mind game to go from a 4-bedroom house to a 2-bedroom condo in a community. We are in a community that is 55 and over now, and it's beautiful, but the stress of all of it, I tell you, I really couldn't handle it. I, at one point, just practically had a breakdown. Like, it was really, really tough. It was really tough. So we've made some decisions that are best for us. There's some things that we want to do in the future, and this is the best next step for us, but it comes with a lot of stress. It comes with a lot of stress and a lot of disappointment. It also comes with a lot of hope, but a lot of fear. You know, who knows if it's going to work, right? Who knows? So we're under a lot of stress, mentally, lifestyle wise. We're really under a lot of stress. And what I have found out is that no matter what diet I follow, no matter what success I have, no matter who is supporting me, no matter any of that, if my mind isn't right, then I end up right where I started. And a year and a half later, I am right back to where I started. Okay, that's where I'm at today. Disappointing and miserable, and right back to where I started. That's pretty much. So for me, I live in Orange County, California. So there's a lot of people in this area who are on the meds, right? The meds for losing weight. And this is where I really would like to know what you think about this, because I've talked to my doctor about it, and my doctor doesn't think that I would be approved for the medicine. But what my friends say about being on these medicines is that they call it food noise. Food noise has stopped, has gone away. And so if you're not familiar with food noise is the obsession of food, and it's a real thing for me. So on Carnivore, you know, my blood work is still much better than it was a year and a half ago. And that's because I haven't been fully carnivore in these last few months, eating junk, but I have been mostly meat, and then plus the carbs, right? And even that has helped my blood work than just being pure junk food. So I've, I have not given up on steaks. I, love them, but I've added carbs and junk to it, really, So, but what happens in my mind is I'm the obsession of food. I think about food all the time. Even on the carnivore diet, I was obsessing about what I was going to eat on the carnivore diet all the time. There's never a moment of peace. And even now that I'm not doing carnivore, I'm still obsessing about food. I think about it when I wake up. I think, am I going to be good today? Or am I going to be bad? What am I going to eat? Lunchtime, I could eat my lunch, and at the end of that meal, I'm already obsessing about what I'm going to have for dinner. After dinner, going to bed, I am obsessing about what the next day is going to be looking like. What am I going to eat? What am I going to do? Am I going to be good? Am I going to be bad? Should I start? What should I start? What am I going to do? What? Food, all the time, food. And they are telling me that obsession of food noise is gone for them on the medicine. I can't imagine. I don't even know what that's like. I'm already thinking about Thanksgiving. Like, what am I going to eat? How bad am I going to be? How can I be good? How can I get through Thanksgiving? Like, what? Maybe I can have this much of this and not of that. Food noise. It is constant. It is a constant obsession. Can any of you guys relate to this? Because it is a real thing. And no matter what I do, I can exercise, I can follow a diet, I can be clean eating forever. I still am fighting the whole time to be clean, to stay on that diet, to follow through, to be successful. I am still thinking and obsessing about food no matter what I do. And I have lived more than half of my life. We only have a few years left now that we've lived more than half of our lives. And I'm like, do I really want to spend my last years constantly battling this in my mind? I still feel that carnivore is the way for me. But how do I get to the place of being happy and content and not obsessive about the meats that I'm going to eat while I'm on carnivore? And in 2017, my doctor offered me Ozempic because I was pre-diabetic. And I said, no, I want to do it the natural way. I don't want to be on medicine for my whole entire life. But the truth is that I have been trying to do it the natural way since my 20s, my entire life, more than half of my life. I have been trying to do it the natural way, and it's not working for me. So I did talk to my doctor about GLP-1 and the GIP medicines, and he doesn't think I'd be approved. And I will actually find out tomorrow if I'm approved. And I'm a little scared because I know that once you start those meds, you can't go off. You can't go off. And I know it's not like I'm 20 years old and I'm going to be on them for 60 years, right? I know that because I don't have that many years left. But the thought of being dependent on medicine like that is disappointing to me. But I'm also on HRT, which, I owe you guys an update, but basically it's fantastic. It's great. I don't have hot flashes on HRT. I need to look, I need to really dive into that for you guys, but it's great. And that I think I'm going to be on for many, many years, right? So I want to know what you guys think. First of all, are any of you on any GLP-1s? And if so, or if you're not, like, what do you think about it? I know that for me, I feel I need that mental help. I need that mental help. I need the obsessing over food to stop so that I can live. I can't, I just don't, I don't know. I feel like once I get my mind under control and that food noise stops, then I could stick to something healthy, make a healthy lifestyle change, right? For me, it's my mind. I don't know. I would love to know what you guys think. So I will let you guys know in the next video if I'm approved or not. But I've been looking at compound medicine, and if I start that, whatever I start, whether it's the prescription meds or the compound medicine, you know, I'm going to bring it to you. I'm going to bring it to you because, you know, I tell you guys everything. So this is it. Can you let me know? I would love your thoughts. I try not to be mean because I know this is a hot topic. And so I would really appreciate it if you guys weren't mean. But if you got to be mean, it is what it is, right? If you'd like to follow my journey, subscribe. It is a real journey with lots of failure, some successes, you know, but I'm still trying. I'm still working at it. Okay. All right, guys, I'll see you on the inside.